Hey guys, it's Isaiah. I just wanted to come out here and help you guys and tell you guys how I got into college. And if you're an incoming junior or sophomore and you want to know how I got into some of these amazing schools, you guys can know. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you guys where I'm going to go to college and why. So to start off, I'm going to tell you guys my stats and my extracurriculars. So I had a GPA weighted of a 4.23 and an unweighted of a 3.97. I took a total of 10 AP classes throughout my whole high school career. I first started off with AP Art History. I got a 4 on the exam. And then I took World History, 4 on the exam. I took Biology, 3 on the exam. English Language and Composition, a 3 on the exam. And then I also took Music Theory. I got a 4 on the exam. I got a 5 on the non-oral part and a 3 on the oral listening part. And then this year, senior year, I have a total of 5 AP classes. I'm taking AP Literature and Composition, I'm taking AP Statistics, I'm taking AP Environmental Science, AP Macroeconomics, and AP Government and Politics. For my SAT, I had a total of a 1310. I had a Math 690 and English 620. But the ACT was a little bit better for me. For the ACT, I got a composite score of 30. I had an English score of 32, a reading score of 28, a math score of 31, and a science score of 29. And then my essay was 10 out of 12. Extracurriculars, I'm president of the Theater Arts Club at Liberty. I was president, I was treasurer, and I was costume manager. I'm on the board for Ghostlight Theater Ensemble for 2 years. I worked at Chipotle for a couple of months. I've done private voice teaching. I'm a teacher at my catechism church for 3 years. And I've done a lot of community service, and I'm a Pathwater ambassador for Pathwater. So I do a lot of community service and I like to help a lot of people. And so I think one of the big things that got me into some of these schools were my essays. I had poured my heart into my essays, and I had thought about what really truly made me me and what I want to do with my life. And I let the college admissions know that, and I wanted them to see a full picture of me beyond just my grades, okay? So first off, I'm gonna show you, so I have all the schools that I applied to right in front of me, and I'm gonna tell you which schools I got rejected from first, so I could take those out of the way, and then show you the ones that I got accepted from. So first off, I got rejected from UC Berkeley. It's UC Berkeley right here. So by UC Berkeley. I got rejected from Columbia, an Ivy League, and I got rejected from University of Chicago. So yeah, I'll put these out to the side. And then, so all of these other schools I had got accepted for except NYU. So I didn't have yet to receive my admissions offer from NYU, but I know I'm probably not going to go to New York. So that was the big reason why I decided to commit to a school. So NYU off to the side. So yeah, I was evidently accepted to all of these schools. I was accepted to USC, Cal State Fullerton, UCSD, Loyola Chicago, UCLA, CSU Long Beach, ASU, GCU, UC Irvine, and UC Santa Barbara. So these are all the schools I was accepted to, and I'm going to go around and I'm going to tell you how much I got in terms of my scholarships. So because I was recognized as a National Hispanic Scholar, a lot of these schools gave me scholarships and grants to go to their school. For example, Loyola Chicago, I received a $20,000 scholarship every 4 years. I had received from ASU a $25,000 scholarship to go every 4 years. From Grand Canyon University, I had a $15,000 scholarship every 4 years. And UC Irvine, they gave me 2 scholarships. I had a $5,000 scholarship and a $3,000 scholarship to go. So those are my scholarship offers that I gotten from there. And so then from there, I decided where I was probably wanting to go. So right off the bat, I realized that I really wanted to probably stay in California because it's the great Golden State, and I love California, and there were so many opportunities for me. So I decided from then I was going to go to a California school. So that really ruled out ASU, GCU, and Loyola Chicago. I think, yeah, Loyola Chicago, so I'll rearrange these here then. And so from there, I had really decided, I had a choice to make where I wanted to go. Was it a UC or a CSU? So that was really, really big for me. So in terms of where I wanted to go in terms of my research and how I wanted to conduct myself in college and stuff, I realized that I really wanted to go to a UC college. So that had ruled out CSU Long Beach and CSU Fullerton for me. So that really left it down to these schools, and I had left a USC in the mix in terms of where I wanted to go, because I know even though it's not a UC, it has a really, really good theater program. So that was another driving force as to which would narrow it down for me. So from there, I knew I wanted to go to college for theater, and I wanted to go to college in California for theater. So I decided which ones would be best for my theater degree. So I had got accepted for all these schools for a BA in theater arts, not BFA, BA, I mean Bachelor of Arts in Theater. So the schools that I really decided that would be best for me in terms of theater arts were UC Irvine, UCLA, and USC. So I know that UC San Diego, UC Santa Barbara do have theater arts programs, and I love San Diego's program, and Santa Barbara has a growing program. I just really felt like the places that were for me and the major that I was going for, and my emphasis in directing and playwriting was going to be best reserved in these three schools. So I had ruled those ones out, and it was down to these three. When I had narrowed down all of these schools, I had realized that all of these three schools were the three schools and the only three schools that I had, not the only three schools, the three UCs and the private accepted Long Beach that I had toured and during October. So it was really weird. It was like, oh, I had narrowed it down to these three schools that I really, really liked, and I happened to have toured them. So based on the tour, I'm gonna start at USC. So USC was really, really immaculate. It looked like Harvard, to be honest. Their buildings were all the same. They had state-of-the-art everything. Their film department was amazing. The creative dramatics department was amazing. And so I had decided that this would be a really good fit for me. The next school I had toured was UCLA, and it was totally awesome. I saw all the people there. They were super duper nice, and the buildings were amazing, and the vegetation and the sculpture garden was truly awesome. And then going across from the library, you can see the stadium and the hill. It was just really, really cool. And a lot of spirit at UCLA and USC and UC Irvine, a lot of spirit in all of these schools. But there were a lot of hills in UCLA. That's why they call it UC Legs and Ass. So I was like, no, that's probably fake. But I went, and it was a hike. It definitely was a hike. And then the next school I had visited was UC Irvine, and UC Irvine, they said it was in a circle, and I didn't really realize it was in a circle, but it truly was in a circle. And it was really nice. I loved the easiness of getting to your next class. I loved the vegetation in the middle and like the big open area where you can just like have fun, do a sport or frisbee or whatever it might be. So yeah, it was really nice. So those are the pros of all the schools. And so in terms of my degree, what I wanted to do was I wanted to get my degree in theater and an emphasis in directing. So the only school that had given me my emphasis in directing and playwriting was UCLA. I was only accepted to theater for USC and UC Irvine because they didn't have an emphasis for my directing. But USC has an amazing program for theater, and so does UCLA, and so does Irvine. So it was really kind of like a tie for me for that. And then the next was tuition. So USC had offered me, tuition, and it was a pretty penny. So it was around $77,000 to go to USC. And then UCLA was just not just as high, but higher. I wasn't given much aid or grant, so it would be $35,000 to go to UCLA. And then Irvine. So if you want to skip, if you count it would be around $27,000 to go to UC Irvine because I had the $8,000 scholarship. So it was the tuition was kind of swaying me, and it was just really where do I want to go based on my tuition, how much debt, and all that stuff. But I really wanted to go where my heart was going to set me, you know? And a lot of you guys know that I love UCLA, and UCLA was like the gun-ho, but I really wanted to look at all the options and make sure that the choice was the best choice financially, and best choice for my degree, and the best choice for me as a fit for my college. So the choice that I had decided to eliminate, that I realized was not the best fit for me, was probably University of California, Irvine. So I had taken that out of the picture because not because they didn't have a football team, but because it was truly not the fit for me. Me and my dad, we had talked about how it was kind of a weird vibe when we had left the college. So it really wasn't the best, you know, I didn't feel like my heart was there. So it left me down to USC and UCLA, which is two big rivals. They are rivals against each other for football and every other sport under the sun. And so it was really a really difficult choice, but I decided that I knew that whatever choice I was going to pick was going to be best for me and my family, and that I felt that I would be proud after 4 years to call myself either a Trojan or a Bruin. So that being said, for 2020, 2021, I have decided to go to UCLA!
Yay!
I want to thank you all. I want to thank my family, my friends, my teachers, everyone who's gotten me to this point. I'm so excited to be in Westwood, in Southern California and LA, and I can't wait to make you all proud. I hope you guys stay safe, and one day we'll see all each other again. We'll have a big party. Thank you guys, and I love you guys.